Let's get it, baby. Let's go. Happy Wednesday. Oh my God, it's already Wednesday. We got football tomorrow. The week is flying by. The opportunities are flying by. We better get this money right now. Big dog, Dodgers, Mets, and my birthday. Bro, my birthday. What are we talking about? All right. So the free play I shared already. That's going to be York. It's Walker Bueller. Easy fade on the road. 6.53 ERA. 1 step and 7 starts this season. He's coming off a start against San Diego where he got hit hard, gave up 6 earned runs in 1 inning. Severino, on the other hand, better at home. 2.96 ERA. 1.19 whip. Outperforming expectations all season long. Something to seriously consider. This will be the Dodgers' first game in Eastern time zone over a month. They've been playing warmer California weather than the 45, 50 degrees here in New York tonight. It's chilly today. It's not nice. I was at the Bills game on Monday here in New York. Bills Jets here in New York. It was New Jersey. Um, it gets cold. It gets cold. This is a change. This is different. It is something to take into consideration. The time zone is something as well. It's different. The Dodgers are at a disadvantage in this game. The Mets being home, this is probably the most relevant home field advantage situation we've seen so far the MLB playoffs. We're getting the Mets on the money line for the first 5 innings. It's minus 114 on FanDuel. We're putting 3.5 units on it. Also, you saw I posted on Profit Exchange. You got an even better line. If you download Profit Exchange, which is in my links, you get an even better line on pretty much every play. If you're not placing your action there, it's because you don't care about winning. It's because you're not serious. You don't do math. You don't understand what it takes long term to be a winner. Bueller under 3.5 Ks. Don't hate it. My whole rent, I've been 3.5 units. First five, we got that birthday, month, and day. Peter, what do you can get 2 guesses. I'll give you 3 guesses on the month. I'll give you 5 guesses on the day. If you're trying to guess my birthday, and if you hit, um, what do you want? You want me to cook you a parlay if you hit? You want a free SoBet subscription? Got it. First five Mets, month and day of your birthday. Your birthday, Peter Brand. You're saying? Okay, that's what that is. Thank you for clarifying. All right, October 16th. Peter Pan, bro. You're losing me. You're losing me. Do you want me to guess my birthday? All right. So that's what we're looking at. Mets on the money line, first five, 4.5 Mets, Lindor, 2 bases. What? You're saying over 4.5 Mets team total? Guardians are horrible? Yeah, no shocker. No shocker. Guardians are pretty bad. Um, so the Subway Series right now, yeah, it's a fact, Well, the Subway Series right now, I got plus 180 on it. Right on. Come to my chat, advertise it. Pizza's supposed to stick together, not leach off each other. Whatever, it's all good. So Mets team total, Yankees to sweep. I mean, you look at it, it's a Yankees 2 leg money line parlay effectively to sweep, so you're not getting great value on it. I don't think the pitching matchups really favor them in the next two to win both. I think they probably Yankees in 5 probably makes the most sense. It's not like the NBA where refs can really rig a game, but the MLB ideally would want more games. They would want the Guardians to play more games. Um, you also think situationally the Yankees are going to come in. They're still going to be like in a pretty max leverage situation. Get the series over with soon. Have as much time off before the World Series begins as possible. You don't want to risk anything. 2-0 is not automatic. 3-0 is not automatic. I mean, listen, 20 years ago they blew it. Great cash on Monday. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, NFL. I appreciate it. Yeah, we ran that up. It was a good day to be ripping favorites. Sick dog in the back. Yeah, he's the man. So, all right. So, one more time. The full slate's up on but it's always up there every single day. You just click the link in my profile if you want to get it. I've also got a free Telegram in there where I post a free play on that free Telegram every single day. Sometimes I drop some fun little parlays. We get the free rebet parlay, all that stuff. If you want to get involved, check out my links. But the full slate goes up on SoBet. So everyone always asking, what's my plays? What do I got? What do I got? SoBet. That's your answer. What we're riding with today is the Mets' first 5 money line. Just waiting for Liberty to cash the parlay. Yes, Jameson, the quadruple bing bong. The quadruple bing bong finishes today. We had the Mets money line, the Yankees money line, the Bills, who are the only team that actually plays in the state of New York, money line. And now we got the New York Liberty tonight. New York Liberty tonight to finish it out. What line are we getting on them, by the way? I know that line's kind of moved a little bit. Yeah. Sorry, I know that the Twitter, YouTube chat, all that is kind of messed up right now today. So sorry to you. We're mostly just an Instagram live today. I just want to hop on quick and talk about this. We're gonna do a quick early look. We're gonna do a quick early look at the NFL slate. Okay, we're gonna do a quick early look at the NFL slate. And again, I gotta tell you this. Take the warm up. Take the warm up off and let's talk it. All right. Checking these lines on profit, so they're going to be better than the ones on other books. But we're looking at the early look ahead into the NFL Week 7 slate. Last week it was all favorites. I think a lot of people are going to be like, "Oh, the dogs are going to be barking. The dogs are going to be barking." We need to get out of that mindset. You need to look at these games on an individual basis, not who's going to win. Is this line a valuable line? Meaning, if you got it at minus 120, are you more than 60% confident that this team is going to win the game? Now, you're not going to really get your confidence levels down to an exact decimal point or something like that. But the point is, are you getting a good price on the game that you pick? Okay. That's what matters. Number 2, let's look at individual game matchup analysis. The way this team matches up against that team, the situation they're coming in with, how important the game is, what happened to them last week, where they're at emotionally, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. That's the thing we need to pay attention to. We need to pay attention to road and away in the split so far. We need to pay attention to where the coaching staff is at. We need to pay attention to how healthy the team is. Were there any traumatic injuries last week? Were there anything that's shifting who this team is right now? That's what we need to focus on. Okay. That's what we need to focus on. Don't focus on, well, last week it was the favorites. This week it's the. No, stop. Okay. So that's the deal. If you want the actual plays, they're going to go up on SoBet. The props will be dropping throughout the week, and then the plays will actually go up on SoBet Saturday night for the Sunday morning slate. So early look. Broncos at Saints we're going to ignore for now because looking at that tomorrow. I'm gonna have a post up. Nothing for FIU today. I have one college football play up on SoBet, but yeah. So the Jags Patriots is gonna be the London game. That over under is set at 42.5. It's a little interesting because Drake May's the starter now, so it's different than the team we're used to. He was a little more aggressive. He also threw picks that can lead to overs as well. So it's a tough line on that over under 42.5. If it were the Jacoby Brissett Patriots, I would be all over that under, especially it being in London. Those tend to be slower games. Obviously, didn't work out last week. The Bears blew it wide open, but that is a general lean is toward the London under. Something to keep an eye on. Let's see if the line shifts at all. At 42.5, I would probably take the under. If it's stuck at 42, I'm probably leaving it alone. But just initial glance at that play. And then the Jags are probably going to win that game, but it's not a freebie. Drake May, I'm not saying he's good. We don't know what to expect from him yet, but the Jaguars are very bad, and the Patriots have maybe a little bit of a spark with the rookie and just larger question marks. We have less information. We're trying to bet on games where we have the most information possible to draw on so we can make the best reads possible. The less information you have, the less you know. JJ says the Bears are back, baby. They very well may be. 4-2. Not a really impressive 4-2, but that's a good defense. It's a good defense. Bears to the playoffs looks pretty decent. By the way, if you follow, I post those free plays on Rebet with my free $100 bets and stuff that you get when you sign. Was Aiden Hutchinson Defensive Player of the Year plus 1075? Was at plus 350, and now obviously he's out for the season. The other one was the Jets to miss the playoffs at plus 145. Looking beautiful. They're 2-4. They just picked up Devontae Adams. Listen, Aaron Rodgers, man. Aaron Rodgers has absolutely got his claws deep in that program. It's nuts. If he doesn't deliver, which he won't, but you might as well go all in. Caleb looks good. Yeah, he looks better week over week for sure. He's made some solid plays. He looks a little more comfortable back there. The defense looks good. 4-2, not a bad spot. It was a couple. It was an ugly 2-1 early, but yeah. No, the Bears are maybe a playoff win team this year. I would say, I guess it's going to massively depend on the matchup, but the Bears to make the playoffs, I would put it at minus money now for sure with a 4-2 start. Not great matchups, but 4-2 start. Mets Nerfy's okay. No real value though. Bueller's pretty bad. Bueller could fall apart early. Alonso could go yard. I don't really like the Mets Nerfy. I'm not saying Yerf it. I'm saying leave it alone. That's my take. So back to looking at these game lines. Seahawks are going to be plus 138 at Atlanta. I like Atlanta. I've been down on the Seahawks this entire season. I've been anti-Seahawks the whole year. It's been effective fading for them. We faded them hard the last 2 weeks, and it's been great. I don't think the Falcons should be minus 150 against them. 2.5 point spread at home. The Falcons probably do cover that 2.5. Just not getting great value on that. Bills, Tennessee Titans. Bills are going to be big favorites in that spot, minus 440. That's going to be about the biggest favorite of the week you'll see, and no reason to expect anything but the Bills just taking care of business. Bengals at Browns. Bengals got to win it. Browns give up on your season. The Bengals, I would say, give up on your season if you lose to the Browns. They're going to be minus 270 in this spot, 4.5 point favorites. It's an ugly 4.5. I think they take care of business in this game, but that's going to be a weird game. We're going to have to look at that a lot deeper. 32 Allen, the free play I shared already. It goes up in my Telegram every single day. If you want to just get it when I drop it, I drop a free play in my Telegram, but it is the Mets first 5 money line. If you join my Telegram, which is free, you see the free play every single day. If you join my SoBet, which is $10 a month, which is basically free, you get all my plays every single day. In October alone, or in this last 30 days alone, we're up 13 units, and that was after a bad weekend. I'll be honest, it wasn't a profitable weekend. We're still up over 13 units. All right, took care of business on Monday night with the Bills money line. No problem whatsoever. Easy peasy, lock it in. And we just missed. The reason we didn't get the job done on Sunday was, unfortunately, we had a lot of exposure on the over on Sunday Night Football, and the Giants-Bengals just dealt us an absolute stinker of a game. 4 lakhs on the SoBet, hell yeah. Mets for 9 good, 4 lakh, it's okay, but I prefer Mets first 5. I'm riding the starting pitching matchup more so than I'm riding both bullpens. That's why I like first 5. We're getting a great price at it. Kevin Love, that's a fact, baby. That's a fact. We've been dominating MLB playoffs too. Had a 2-game skid, took care of business again yesterday, back on track, gonna do it again today. It's a big play. We're playing this to win 3 units. I've put out 5-unit plays on the whole season, a couple 4-unit plays. 3-unit plays, I probably only put out 25, 30 plays on the whole year. I mean the whole year, 2024, not the season, that are 3+ units. And we got one today. This is a big play. We're smacking the Mets on the money line first 5, and I like it a lot. Okay. So again, I'll say it one more time. I'll say it a million more times. If you want the full slate every single day, everyone asks, what's the play? What's the play? What's the play? Go to my profile, hit the link tree, hop on SoBet. That's the play. The play is there every single day. All the plays are there. You got MLB up. We will have a play for every MLB day the rest of the year. Bare minimum 1 play. We've been dominating the playoffs like I said we would. Hit 2 5-unit plays already like I said we would. Okay. We're going to have NBA plays, big NBA prop cards every single day beginning in a couple weeks when the regular season begins, maybe a tiny bit early even. Yes, sir. And then we're also going to be NFL throughout the rest of the NFL season, college football throughout the rest of the college football season. There's college football or NFL every single day till Thanksgiving right now, or the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. So now is the best time to get involved. We're having the best month we've had in a while, which is unsurprising. We're about to deliver on a couple massive future spots. How do I like my steak cooked? I don't like it cooked. I like it raw. Bo Nix versus the Rattler, who comes out on top for Thursday Night Football. I'll have a play up for that tomorrow. I got to get deeper in the lab before we do that, but I got a couple props up already that I got on my SoBet that I'm liking a lot. So that's that. Continuing to look ahead to the Sunday slate, first glance, Green Bay is going to be decent favorites against the Texans. That's an interesting spot. It's an interesting spot. My mind immediately goes to the over 46.5. I'm going to have to do more research, absolutely, get deep into those matchups before I actually put out a play, but that's my knee-jerk reaction. Dolphins at Colts. That game, disgusting. Do you even want to bet on it? Should you even be allowed to bet on it? That's a gross, gross game to have to watch. Like, that's embarrassing. You should not have to see that. Devontae Adams on fantasy. Should you trade him? He just got traded to Aaron Rodgers' team to be his #1 target. Why would you trade him now? Unless you think it's a sell high point. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. That's all. The Dolphins +4.5 probably hits. I'm probably not touching that game. We'll have to think about it a little bit deeper, but yeah, that's an ugly, ugly game. Lions play the Vikings. This is interesting. Can the Vikings at -130 take care of biz? I know Detroit just lost Hutchinson. Never mind. So yeah, Eagles Giants is gonna be gross. I think Giants and Eagles both came off really gross games. I think that might be an under spot, but you could also just see a defensive trash game. We're gonna have to think about that deeply. Initial lean at 3.5. It's not bad. It's not bad. Sending some of these DMs through. If you DM me on Instagram, I'm still sending through the discount link to get on SoBet immediately. So if you DM me on Instagram, I'll send that right to you. Get all my plays for today. You get all my plays every day. Next, it's usually it's a less lower offensive output on those games. Those Thursday night football games. I know that the Saints are a short week off a terrible. Broncos just got handled pretty well, unsurprisingly. Unsurprisingly, Steelers took it to Knicks. Rookie QBs against a top 5 defense, especially with like an elite pass rusher, a Max Crosby, a JJ Watt, someone like that. It's not going well. I don't know that the Saints have the pass rush to really put pressure on Knicks, but I don't know. I don't know. I haven't looked at line too much, so I'm not giving you a real lean. But yeah, Knicks is not like a high volume. But yeah, Knicks is not like a high volume, high success rate passer. Um, just FYI. All right, moving on. You got Raiders, Rams, trash game. The Raiders at Rams. Rams are -300 though. That's nuts. I've been fading the Raiders all season, but +6. That's a gross game. That's probably not touchable, to be totally honest. There's probably no value in that game. Panthers, Commanders is an interesting spot. Washington is 7.5 point faves. 7.5 point favorites in this spot. It might be a Washington team total spot. That might be your best bet on the game. That defense is nothing special, but they should be able to handle the Panthers. I definitely lean Commanders covering. I definitely lean Commanders over on total points. I probably lean under 51 for the full game, but rookie quarterbacks. The deeper we get into the season, the more they can game plan for them. There's something to consider, but it's probably going to be a Commanders team total over could be a decent spot. And the Chiefs Niners, that's a big game. That's a very interesting game too. Yeah, San Francisco is going to be slight favorites at home. Slight favorites at home. -112 is what I'm seeing right now. Interesting spot. The Niners have looked better in the last game. There's still no McCaffrey. The Chiefs, no Rice. Kelsey was better last couple weeks. The bye week probably helps him. Maybe not. Maybe he's traveling the world again, doing what he does. Uh, that's an interesting spot. I hate the Chiefs, but I kind of lean Chiefs in this spot. At plus money, it's tough to turn them down. We're gonna have to see throughout the week. I'm 90% sure no McCaffrey still at this point. 98% sure. But you know, from what the Niners don't finish games. The Chiefs do finish games. Um, the coaching is better for the Chiefs. Not drastically. The Niners have good coaching. The defense might even be better for the Chiefs, which is tough. Chiefs are probably top 3 defense. I would say Niners are top 3, maybe top 5 defense. Depends on how you look at it. There was a lot of things to be proud of on this last Thursday for the Niners, but it was not by any means like, oh my God, they're back, baby. Yeah, Reed coming off a bye plus money is just it's tough, man. Yeah, still sending these through. If you want all the plays on Sobet, shoot me a DM. I got you. Or check my links. I'll still have it in there. And then Jets Steelers. That's interesting. Steelers gonna be slight dogs at home. Potentially Russ Wilson starting is what I'm hearing. So probably gonna wait until we have a starting QB named. But that game is screaming under. That game is screaming under, even at a low 36.5. Jets defense, I was there Monday night. Doesn't really impress me, but we got to give respect where it's due. You know, they should have given up 27 points, right? Missed field goal, missed extra point. Hustler, I'll be honest, you're right. It's more so the wind burn from the game than like still being banged up. But I go to a Bills game, I take a beating. That's a minus 300 play. 9 leg college football leg last leg. Who you got? LaRose, you're saying you're not even telling me which game. Who I got for your 9 leg coach? What? What game are you talking about? What kind of a question is that? You can't ask me a question and not give me the game you're talking about. Who I got? Who do I have in what? You just want me to name a random football game when you're talking about a specific different game potentially? Who do I got? I don't know what you're doing. All right. Let's wrap it up. Let's get through these. Come on. Ravens Bucks are going to close on. Now we do have another two Monday Night Football games: Chargers Cards and Ravens Bucks. Chargers Cards is interesting. Give me the Cards as dogs. That might be it. Mets are the lock of the year type. Mets first 5 is where I'm at. Arizona at plus 124 is interesting. Home team, feisty dogs all season. Not really last week, but interesting. And then Ravens Bucks. I don't really think the Bucks have anything. I think Ravens at minus 3.5 probably takes care of biz. Maybe you buy the hook and lock it in at a good price, to be honest. But yeah, that's where we're at. That's what we're looking at. All right, guys. Can we get a kitchen tour? You don't want a kitchen tour. Check my most recent video. You get a quick scan of the studio area. Fridge tour. It's a bunch of Pedialites, beers, caffeine. Anything on rebet, Senga? I might put up something a little longer shot today. So I'm gonna wrap this up. We went through this. Yes, we're on Mets tonight, first 5. If you want all my plays every single day, go on SoBet. Shoot me a DM if you want the discount. Check the link tree if you want that. We are going to be running a ladder probably beginning tomorrow. We're going to be doing a ladder to make sure that my wife doesn't leave me. And then we are going to full slates up on SoBet every single day. Check the links for that. Free plays up on Telegram every single day. Probably running a ladder soon. Check the links for that. It's free. Rebet. You download Rebet. It's in my links. You deposit $100, you get $100 free bet. Free money. Do it. Why would you not? You tell the life-changing parlay, boom, free $1,200 now. Profit exchange, best lines, all the stuff in my links, free communities, the sell bets, $10 a month. That's where you get all my stuff. Any questions about it, shoot me a DM, ask me, but everything in there is just going to make you make more money when you're betting on sports. Lose less for most of you and make more for the real ones. All right, cheers, gang. Love all you, except for the ones I hate. Stay tuned.